the session is getting recorded. Okay. So thank you guys for joining the demo session. Okay. So here in this session, we're going to discuss the entire route map for 1 month. So what and all we're going to cover in this training program. For example, if I start the batch today, so by March 15th, it will complete. Maybe it may extend few more days. By March 20th, it will complete. So Jan batch started on 8th Jan. So due to some festivals and holidays, it has been extended for 1 week. So Jan batch got completed yesterday itself. Okay, and today is the demonstration for February batch. So once you master DataStage skill, you are become a data engineer, data integration engineer. Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. Okay, so I know you people are from different background. People are from non-IT, and people are already working on DataStage. They started their career as a fresher, and they are working on a support model. Now they want to shift their career to development space and searching for a job outside. So about me, I have a total of 14 plus years experience, especially in data analytics space, like data quality, data integration, data engineering. So I have worked on mainly DataStage, almost 11 years. And 3 years I have worked on information analyzer. This is a data quality and data governance platform tool. And I have a little bit experience in PDA and currently working on TCP BigQuery as well for the last 1 year. So yeah, from 2018 onwards, from November 2018 onwards, I'm working as a part-time trainer. So I've been associated with MindMagic's technologies as a DataStage trainer and on-job support consultant for India and US students. So this is about me. So this is the overall course duration. So it's 60 hours. So in this 60 hours, so here we have to watch a few pre-recorded sessions and there will be live group coaching. Okay. So here I'll be considering like SQL. So if people are from non-IT background, so for them the SQL skill is mandatory. So because whenever we are extracting data from a various databases, so we need to pull the data from databases, right? So we need to, DataStage is a tool that moves the data from one place to another place. Okay. So here, like, we need to have a basic SQL knowledge, and Unix commands are the primary things that you must know before learning DataStage. Okay, so 5 hours SQL, so that I'm going to cover on live classes. Okay, maybe I can starting or end of the course. And the next thing is Unix concepts. Okay, and ETL testing, how to do a testing. For example, you have developed a job. So you need to have a evidence that my code is working fine. My job, what and all I have developed, that is working fine. Like how to create a test cases. Okay, and you need to capture the evidence, whether the data that is moving from source to destination in a correct way or not. Okay, so all the evidences should be passed. For example, I have a source data and I'm doing some filtration. Okay, so the filter criteria, whatever you are considering, whether it is present in source, obviously it is in the source, but while loading the data into destination place, whether the filter records as loaded correctly or not. Okay, and another scenario is like I want to dump the data from source to staging table. The count has been matched or not. Okay. So those kind of unit testing scenarios, how to develop the test cases, how to capture the evidences, and what are the other tools that we are going to use. For example, we use Rally for tracking our work effort, how to use Rally and Jira. So a few clients, they will use Jira, and how to document our work. So we have a Confluence page and SharePoint drives. So once your development got completed, you need to draft a document. So like this is my jobs, this is my unit testing results. So you need to update in a Confluence page or a SharePoint drive. Okay. So those things are necessary, especially people who are already working for them, they have awareness of this, and especially from non-IT people. Okay, so for them, they have to know this process because if you're going with 3+ or 4+ experience, you should have awareness of this tools. Okay, and the next thing is data origin concepts. Why we are building this data origin application, especially what is the use of, DataStage? How DataStage can solve the problems at an enterprise level? Mainly builds for analytical applications and ETL concepts. So that will be covered 2 hours. Okay. And remaining 30 hours totally data sessions. So in this, we'll be having uh, starting from basic to 2 hours will be a theoretical orientation. Okay. And remaining 30 hours, remaining 28 hours will cover total practical scenarios. So this will cover basic to advanced level. Okay. So after that, 20 hours, that will be a live project. So I will be giving the assignments. Okay. And the assignment consists of almost 60 assignments. And you have to do the assignment and you have to show me the output. Okay. So this is the input and this is my expected output. Okay. So for to answer those scenarios, there are already pre-recorded videos that I have made, and it's not shared with everyone. Only the enrolled students I can share that information. Okay. So if you see my channel here, so especially interview ask scenarios. Okay. You can see this real-time scenario. So there are some 35 videos. Okay. So few content has been hidden. Okay. Only the paid members will give access for this. Okay. Yeah. So any questions so far before I go to the actual topic? Any questions, Mahendra? And
No, no.
Sudhakar, Shirisha, Digya. Okay. Great.
I'm good enough.
Okay.
No, you can
So
continue.
yeah. So why we building data warehousing application? Okay. So mainly we are building data warehousing application to analyze our business. For example, we have a retail outlets. Let's take an example. We have retail outlet like Reliance Smart Points. Okay, so more hypermarket, more supermarkets. So here they want to analyze their business. How they can analyze their business? They can analyze their business product wise. Okay, so you may have noticed a scenario like whenever at the billing counter they will ask your mobile number. I think you have faced this experience. So why they are asking your mobile number? Your mobile number is a customer for them. Okay, and with your mobile number, they will have if the shop has, if the retail outlet has any offers, they will send SMS alerts. Okay, so you may receive, for example, here in Borampet, here Gandam Assam, there is a Vishal mart. So on before 31st December, I went there with family, and we have done the shopping. We have purchased the items, and my number I have shared with them. So after Jan 1st onwards, they keep on sending a SMS. Okay. So this is the product, this is the discount. So that gives what? Like they are again attracting the customers to buy the products in their store. Okay, so customer wise, they can analyze the business. So this is one of the way where they can improve the business. Another way is to by product wise. Okay, so which is the product moving faster in our store? Sales volume is more, and which is the product no one is buying. Okay, so if any product no one is buying, what is the issue with the product? The product might be not up to the mark and look quality issues. So these kind of scenarios will come. Okay. So they will inform to respect product manufacturer. Your product is not moving. You can take back your product and give my money back. Like there will be terms and conditions. Okay. And another way we can analyze the businesses. Another way we can analyze the business based on the time. Okay. So we can analyze the business yesterday, day before yesterday. So compare last 2 days, what is the revenue that we have generated? Okay. We can compare the business month to month, quarter to quarter. Okay. So normally any public listed companies, they will publish the results every quarter. What is the revenue they generated? Okay. So how many new customers they have acquired? Okay. So they will compare the results with this quarter, same way to the last quarter. Okay. So we should have a metrics to improve our business. Okay. And next thing is we can analyze the business based on the location wise. For example, I have 10 retail outlets in any city like Hyderabad or Bangalore. So store wise, I can analyze the business. Which store having which store is giving the more revenue? Okay. Which store where more products are moving? Okay. So which store having the less transactions? Less volume. Why it is the products are not moving? So what might be the reason? They have to do the market research. The surrounding area people, what kind of category of people like middle class or below middle class, below poverty line, upper middle class. So they have to do the research and they have to come up with an action plan to improve the business. Okay. With the location wise, they can analyze the business. So I have shared an example for retail industry. Okay. So even for manufacturing industry, I can consider example. For example, automobile. Okay. So Tata Motors. So to manufacture a car, we need almost 30,000 parts. Okay. So all these parts we have to maintain like all parts they won't manufacture. Okay. So they will take the help from the suppliers. So they will be having different vendors. Okay. Someone will manufacture seats. They are experts in manufacturing the seats. Someone tires. Okay. Someone clutch brakes. Okay. All various parts in the car. Okay. So all the parts will come to the facility at and they will assemble that and they will go all the testing phase for each product. So the call will be ready for maybe it will take 1 month or 2 months. Okay. So for example, if you book a car, they will take a delivery time of 4 months. Why? So they need to get the order from suppliers and they have to do the assembling, all the activity. All this information will store in data warehouse. Okay. For example, a vendor supplied nuts and bolts. Okay. So this much of quantity. He immediately will raise an invoice. I have delivered the product to you and pay my bill. Okay. All this procurement process will maintain a data warehouse. Okay. So the Tata Motors they have to come to analyze what is the cost that we are spending for our suppliers. And there will be engineering staff who is working for the product development and quality checks. So what is our internal cost that we are spending? So all this information will maintain in Dataverse applications. Okay. Another example I can consider as a bank. Okay, so let's take a loans. Okay, so loans, we have different category of loans like personal loan, home loans, commercial loans. Okay, so if a customer is a fraud, okay, so I want to get the report on monthly basis so that I will give to vendor to follow up the payments. If every month the EMI will be date will be 1 to 5th any of the day. If the customer is unable to make the payment, so there will be a dedicated team to follow up for the payment. Okay, so they will get the report who are not paid customers, who are the defaulter list. So default if the customer is not paying for 2 to 3 months, then it will go to defaulter list. Okay, so they'll be giving a specific agency to collect the money. Okay, for home loans they are safe because the property is registered in bank names. For personal loans, unsecured loans. Okay, if a customer is unable to pay, and if the if they have to do the follow-up immediately, they have to do the follow-up and get the money. If customer suddenly some due to health issue, customer has lost his job, then they have to do the alternate approach to repay the amount. Okay, so those kind of information that we build in a data warehouse for analytics purpose. Okay, so I have considered example here in three scenarios. One is retail, manufacturing, and banking. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, so to build a data warehouse, what and all we need? We need a data, right? Okay, we need a file to pull the data, right? Okay, so here we have various source systems, relational databases. Okay, so Oracle, SQL Server, DB2. Okay, so we need to connect to the source system. Finally, we are loading data in a file or a table. Okay, so here we have relational database systems. Okay, so to build data warehousing application, we need a process called data acquisition. So data acquisitions in the sense data extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay, so loading comes here. So here data extraction will be extracting data from a database tables for references, or sometimes we receive data in a file from other job has to be run. Okay, so and then we'll receive data from files, plot files like mainframes files, XMLs. Okay, and sometimes we receive data from legacy system, mainframes applications. Okay, so we are working. It's one of my project sources mainframes DB. So we need to connect mainframes. Still, the client is using mainframes. Okay, and Wasm and other ERP source system like SAP, PeopleSoft, DataStage, Salesforce. Salesforce is a browser API call. So with the DataStage, we can call the API and fetch the data from URL. Okay. So these are the various source system where we will extract the data. So after extracting data, what we need to do? So this is the transformation is the main thing. Okay, so here we have various data transformations, like we need to combine two tables. We need to do the lookup and validate our data. Okay, we need to apply some filter conditions here. Okay, so we need to do the data cleansing. So that is our next step. Okay, so and scrubbing and few columns that are not there in the source. We need to uh, create a data for new columns. For example, I need to calculate the tax. Okay, so here we have sales volume, and based on the product, we have to derive a column tax. For example, if you go to restaurant, okay, so with a family and it's a good restaurant, okay, let's take an example, and the total bill is 2,000 rupees, and there will be 5% GST is added to your bill. Okay, so total bill will be 2,100. Okay, so 2,000 will go to the restaurant and 100 rupees will go to government. 50 rupees will go to state government and 50 rupees will go to central government. So the taxes will apply. So here data scrapping will create a new column from the existing source column. So how the tax will be calculated? So 2,000 multiplied by 5%. Okay, for food and restaurant, that GST tax scrapping 5%. Okay, so 2,000 multiplied by 5 by 100. That comes under 100 rupees, right? 100. Okay. So that way we'll be calculating the data for a columns that is needed in the output. And some scenarios we need to do the sum up, aggregation, average. Okay. So normally everyone here we have saving accounts, right? Say saving account in the sense like salary account. So normally if it is not a salary account, if it is a saving account, we have to maintain 10,000 is a minimum balance for ICICI, Axis, HDFC. If you have saving accounts, so minimum balance we have to maintain is 10,000. Okay, for SBI, the 3,000 is the limit. So how they will calculate the average balance? Okay, so what is the amount that you have in your account today and tomorrow's? So sum up the all the variables by total number of variables that gives the average. Okay, so this average calculations that we can done via with this concept data aggregation. Okay, right. And after applying transformation rules, then what is the next phase? What is the next step? So here we are loading the data into target tables, data averaging tables. Okay, so first time you are loading, then we'll be considering as a initial load. Okay, so over a period of time, my data will change. Obviously, data will change. If it is a customer data, okay, so data will change. Okay, so for example, let's take a Aadhaar DB, Aadhaar database. Okay, so initially when you enroll for Aadhaar card, you'll give your address, right? Okay, after 2 years or 3 years, you shifted to uh, your own house, then you have to change the address. Okay, so here we have to maintain current data as well as historical data. Okay, how many times you have changed your address? So all the details will be available in the Aadhaar portal. Okay, so that will only reflected for you. If you are logging with your Aadhaar number, it will be reflected for you. Okay, so in case any criminal investigation, if police department, if they need any information of a particular customer, they have to share everything. Okay, so they have to provide the evidence that he is in such a criminal case. So to investigate, that to track the earlier addresses. Okay, so here we'll be having dimension tables and fact tables. Okay, what is dimension tables? What is fact tables? We'll discuss in detail level in data origin concept classes. So dimension table here will maintain the detailed data of a particular subject. Okay, so fact table contains summarized data, active data. Okay, so this is about ETL, extraction, transformation, and load. Okay, so to perform this activity, like to develop the data acquisition process, we need a software, right? So we need data integration software to move the data from one place to another place. So we have two types of uh, tools in the market. One is code-based ETL tools and geo-based ETL tools. So code-based ETL tools are, we have Teradata ETL utilities. There are some functionalities related to Teradata, the ETL, where we can perform this ETL process. And SAS, statistical analytical software, this is a code-based ETL. Everything you have to write a code. For example, I want to pull the data and I need to do some joins between two files. And I need to do some filter. Again, I need to do the lookup with various tables. So all you have to write a code for that. Okay. But geo-based ETL tools are drag and drop technique. So here will be drag and drop will making the connectivity. to call a file, to call a table and use join. File and table can be joined. Okay. So here geo-based ETL tools are here. Mainly it has to be connected with a geo-based tool. I mean navigations. Okay. So it is easy to operate when compared to code-based ETL tools. Okay. So here geo-based ETL tools are like Informatica, DataStage, Ab initio, Oracle Data Integrator, ODI, SSIS, SnapLogic. Okay. In Google Cloud Platform also we have Data Fusion, Cloud Data Fusion. Okay. So among this DataStage and Informatica are the powerful ETL platforms. And most of the banking clients, they prefer to use DataStage. It's a safe and secure environment. Okay. Right. So this is the architecture. So any questions till now? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the architecture. You can see. So here what happens here? Operational system. Operational system in the sense source. Okay. Source might be anything. It may be a file. It may be DB. Okay. It may be SAP system. It may be a Salesforce. Okay. For example, you are working on a project. Okay. You need some data from other team, like finance team. So finance team, what they will do is they have the ETL process. They won't give access to their DB. So few scenarios, what they will do is they won't give access to DB because you are a vendor. Then you will be come to know entire the business what's happening. Okay, so since few confidential cases, what they will do is they will give their data in a form of file. I don't want you to access my DB. What you want? You want this data? What is your requirement criteria? Share that. We'll share the file on daily basis. You can process for your analytics activity. Okay. So that is the reason here we will receive a file as a source. Okay. So in interview, you may ask this question: why customer is sometimes they will send a data in a form of file. So this might be reason because they don't want to access to their DB. So if they give access, at least if you give select access, what happens here? You need to have access to entire tables of their the business. They don't want that to happen. What you want? They will give access. They will have the select criteria of data, and they will generate the data in a file, and that file they will transfer with the SFTP process from their server to your server. Okay, your ETL server. And third-party data. Okay, just now I told third-party data. Okay, sometimes we receive data in a form of Excels. We can handle with unstructured data. Okay, we can load extract data from Excels. Okay, all the stuff for that. Okay, now let's see. So now let's move to DataStage. So DataStage is a ETL tool which connects the data sources and targets and transform the data, the move through the entire flow of the application. Okay, so DataStage is classified as an ETL tool. Initially, it stands for ETL extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay, so to move the data from one place to another place, here we'll be creating a DataStage job. What is a job? Job is a client-server technology integrated tool used for designing the job. So here we are designing the job and we are running the job. So once you design the job, you have to compile. After compile, you have to run the job. After compile and run, and then you have to monitor the job. So monitoring the jobs are L1 support. Okay. So normally if you are a fresher, if you join as a campus recruitment, so they will give training on DS and they will give as a initial support like L1. Okay, you will be monitoring the loads. And once you are comfortable with that, then they will give assign a small task to you. Okay. And the administration activity. So providing access, take control of anything, entire the infrastructure and keeping the data stage environment healthy manner. DataStage admin is the responsibility for everything. Okay. So this is about DataStage job. So designing, running, monitoring, administrating the entire data acquisition process for an application is known as DataStage job. Okay, so here in training program will be covering in detail level designer, director, and admin level. Admin, I will be covering the on the development part. Okay, so here we'll be covering main on development and support kind of activity. Okay, so for example, if you got opportunity in a new company with a good hike, then there you got opportunity to work on development space. Currently, you are in a support. Okay, so development knowledge training that will help you to work independently in the project. Okay, so sometimes you are going with a no prior experience, you are with supporting documents. You are going with 3+ or 4+. For example, if they give a support work to you, how to manage that? Okay, so I'm considering all the students' perspective so that I'm covering training and support. I mean, development and support in the training program. Okay. And I will give a little bit to overview information related to admin related activities in the training book. Okay. So this is the content. Okay. So you can visit the content here. So this is my website, datastagetraining.com. Okay, so here first two sessions will be covering data warehousing fundamentals, then data stage. Okay, so then creating jobs, defining environment variables, property settings, accessing data from files. Okay, so data combining data, aggregating data, data filtration, data transformation methods, data repository functions. Okay, advanced processing stages. Okay, and working with relational databases, developing and debugging stages, working with data captures, SCDs. Okay, how to load delta load, incremental load. Okay, data control, automation process. Okay, so all these things will be covered in the training program. Okay. So let's go to the okay. So I'll be covering BigQuery. Okay, so last batch I have taken 3 sessions. So 2 more sessions are pending. Okay, so let's see. 12th February, 13th February, 14th February. Okay. So here time duration, let's see here. So I have taken 59 minutes. So in this 59 minutes, so these are the videos that I'm planning to upload. See, what is the total? 14 minutes, 15 minutes approximately. So here 60 minutes, 45 minutes of the content which is going to public, this is very minimal. And rest of the 45 minutes we'll discuss in the group coaching. Okay, so that will be hidden in the public users. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be covering this GCP Cloud SQL and lab requirement for I'll be providing software to practice. So here we required i5 processor. Okay, or above, and 8 GB RAM or above, and Windows 10 or 11 also fine. Lab access is lifetime. Okay, so I'll be giving lifetime access software, and here 120 GB space is required. Okay, so 30 GB file that you need to download to set up the VM. Okay, so here 120 GB free space apart from C drive. Okay, in your hard disk. Prefer to have SSD drive like 512. Okay, and few cases like I have the i3 processors or will it supports? Yes, it will support, but your drive should be SSD drive and 8 GB RAM. Then it will support. Okay, so these are the configuration details for your laptop to set up the lab environment. Okay, so any questions here?
For I3, what we need to have, we need to
8 GB RAM, SSD drive, compulsory SSD drive,
okay,
compulsory.
we can add it
Yeah,
as the external SSD drive.
yeah. Normally, if you have HDD, okay, so in Hyderabad, if you're in Hyderabad, okay, so you can go to Amirpet. I will recommend one person, okay. So you will set up, I mean, you can add 256 SSD. They will charge minimal amount, like 1800 SSD. And the setup and all, for installation, those process and all, you will take 300 rupees, 2100. It will be get upgrade. If you that the RAM should be 8 GB RAM. Okay, so make sure that if you have i3 processor, RAM should be 8 GB RAM. That is compulsory. If you have 12, that is well and good.
Okay.
Okay. And if you have i5 processor, if you don't have SSD, it will work. Okay, so this is if you have SSD drive, that is well and good. Okay. So if you see my system configuration, I have 1 TB HDD and 256 SSD I have. Okay. So this is 256 SSD. So that comes under 240 something. And this for my YouTube videos and any backup downloads. And this my data stage material. And this my development, all the stuff under. Okay. So these four are E, F, G, H are my HDD. Okay, earlier I have 1 TB HDD and I have an i5 processor. My processor is i5 processor. Okay, the i5 processor. Okay, share your system configuration details so that I can suggest according to your needs. Okay. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So this is the mode of payment for I can accept net banking, Google Pay, Phone Pay, and via credit card. Okay. Yeah, so that's it.
And regarding that flat files that you mentioned, right? That which kind of flat files we will practice on the labs and the demonstrations will be
So
XML or JSON.
.csv. Okay, so .csv, .txt, .dat.
Not JSON XML, any JSON XML.
JSON, XML, yes, yes. So that also will be covered.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Sudhakar?
No, I'm good.
Sudhakar?
You are going to cover Unix also, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
How Unix is used, how to work with the Unix commands in DataStage. Yeah, I'll be covering Unix and SQL also. So I committed to teach DataStage BigQuery, right? I mean, sorry, GCP BigQuery. Okay, so currently 3 classes got completed. Another 2 classes are pending for Feb batch today. Okay.
Yeah, and I have one more question. Since you are telling that GCP, right? But can't we use Oracle when we are practicing? Or is there any?
So here we have two options. Okay, so VM comes with two databases. Okay, so one is with DB2, another one is Oracle.
Okay.
Okay, VM setup has 2 DB.
Okay.
Okay, so you can use either of this. Okay, so I'll be covering both.
Okay, then that is fine. So yeah.
Hmm. And how to connect other databases like Teradata, Sybase. Okay, so that will be covered in the training.
Okay.
Okay.
Just say that like difference between this data stage and Informatica logics are same or anything is different?
Almost both are same, but the thing is like DataStage is very user friendly when compared to Informatica.
Okay, if someone is good at data stage, then like he can easily learn, right? Informatica.
Yeah. If you are working on Informatica, then learning DataStage is very good actually, very easy. So last month there was one student. He is from Informatica background and he has a career gap of 1.5 year, almost 2 years due to COVID. And he is trying with Informatica. I mean, the calls are very less, sir. So that I want to, one of his friend is working in DataStage. He suggested to learn DataStage. Then he's supposed to join the training actually. I mean, he joined in the middle of the course. He joined from Mind Magics.
Okay,
Initial 6-7 plus he missed. Yeah.
in the market, like which tool is used mostly, Informatica or data stage?
Both 50-50.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So if you don't have any questions. So regarding the timing, I know like which time is so maybe in the middle some Mind Magic students will join from US. Okay. So 7 a.m. is okay for everyone. 7 to 8 in the morning.
Daily for 1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour may extend 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, so tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll start. Tomorrow we'll start data version concept. Or let's start from Monday onwards. As per everything, we'll start from tomorrow onwards. We'll start from the data version concepts tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Monday onwards, we'll start with data stage.
Saturday also we have class, right?
Saturday, sometimes if you want to have class, yeah, normally class will be having Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, yeah, it will be holiday. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have a session on tomorrow. We'll cover data version concepts only for tomorrow. And we'll have again session on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? So 7 a.m. is okay for you guys.
I'm good.
So
Okay.
Divya, Shrisha, I think they are okay. Divya, is it okay for you, right?
Yes, bro. I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yes, I'm also fine with the timings.
Okay. Okay then. So we'll have a session at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we'll cover the data version concepts tomorrow and Monday. Okay. So during the weekend, finish the installation process. Okay. I'll be giving access the software. Okay. So this is the VM. So this file has to be downloaded. Okay, so it's comes around 30 GB. So you should have very good internet speed like fiber net Okay, like GeoFiber Act. If you're in Bangalore area, that is also very good. Okay. And it's the installation steps. Okay, and I will be sharing a recorded video how to install that. Okay, so I will give you access to this drive. You can download this and you can install. Okay, so if you face any challenges, I will be helping you. Okay. So please share your system personal laptop configuration details so that I can assist you further. Okay.